welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor Ellis, and this is a secondhand librarian where I just talk about bookish things anytime I post. So yes, I'm excited to be here today. So I've actually filmed this video a few times now because I'm trying to make it cohesive and concise and not just like rambling fever dream nonsense, which is like how I normally speak. So I really tried. I have my handy dandy notebook and I have some notes down here because I've been taking notes, obviously. And I just want to talk about something that I kind of stumbled across on Bookstagram this morning, and it really frustrated me. I'm not going to go into details. I'm definitely not that person that's going to like, put everyone's information all out there. But it really sparked a conversation, and I just want to talk about it today. So basically the question is, can we separate art from the artist? And in this case, can we separate author from their work? And this is just, honestly, for me, it's cut and dry. We can separate authors from their works, but it has to come down to the author. Now, I feel like the biggest issue within all of this, especially when it comes to this question, is that I don't think people like criticism. Now, who does, right? Like that's a human knee-jerk reaction when you're met with criticism about something that you've created, to be defensive about it. Completely understand. However, there's a level of like emotional maturity that comes with, I feel like, being an adult, where you push past that knee-jerk reaction and then you actually sit and listen and take in what has been said and use that to become a better author. That's how it should be. That's not how it always is. And whenever I ask myself this question of, can I separate the author from the work, it comes down on the author. Now, first book on this list of like problematic books, I think that this author actually has done the work, in my opinion, for me to kind of accept their problematic past, move past it, and be able to appreciate their stuff again. Now, I'll say as a caveat, I get it. I know everyone's always like, we're all not perfect. We all aren't woke. And I hate when people say woke now, because I know that it's just become a way to like demonize like people that care about social issues. But I understand. We all definitely are human. We've all made mistakes. That's completely valid. It's an unequivocal truth. Me, however, I'm kidding, but like, I know that most people are like, yeah, like we've all said something racist and homophobic in the past, like no one's perfect. And I just want to say, speak for yourself. Speak for yourself, because I really truly, like, there was even like a point where I went through all of my social media from the beginning because I like writing and I really want to be a writer. And I'm not trying to have someone bring up screenshots of all my bullshit from, 7th grade. So I went through all of my social media, and I truly didn't say anything problematic. I wasn't racist. I wasn't homophobic. I wasn't ableist. And I'm not saying that to like toot my own horn, but it's just like, I hate that it's become so normalized. And especially in like the white community, like, and I say that with all the love in my heart. I feel like it's just expected that white people are going to have this like coming of age story where they were just shitty people. Like, that's just not okay. We can't normalize that. It's not okay. And I say that with like, my husband's white. He is one of the most caring and understanding people I've ever met in my entire life. He's super pro LGBT rights. He's super pro Black Lives Matter. He's just like a really good human being. But there have been one or two things he's done or said in the past that I've definitely given him a side eye, and I'm like, what were you thinking when you said that? And we should discuss why you said it. Like, but he's a great person. I just think that it is really the culture in which we live that a lot of white people growing up have had just like shitty takes on things because that's just what they've been exposed to. So I say all that to say, it is somewhat to be expected that white authors are going to fuck up. Now, I'm not saying that it's okay, but I'm also saying that if a white author has said or done something problematic in the past, it doesn't shock me anymore. So I want to talk about like Twilight. I'm a huge Twilight stan. I'm a huge Edward stan. Whoop, always will be. But yeah, she wrote some really fucked up stuff about Edward. Like the fact that he would just like go into Bella's room and watch her sleep. Weird, right? Like that's a weird thing to do. And I think that she had so much criticism about that. So when Midnight Sun came out, I absolutely loved that she made Edward reflect on that. She let us know that Edward knew it was weird, that he knew it was a breach of privacy and that it wasn't okay. And so I think that she really did take that criticism and put it into her story in a way that showed the characters like reflection and recognizing that it is like a weird thing. Now, she could have easily just made Edward be like, I really don't give a fuck. I just like watching Bella sleep. And that would be really upsetting to me. And I probably wouldn't support her after that. I know when like a problematic author comes up with something, like I have like a list in my head where I'm like, okay, do I stop buying their books? Do I stop checking out their books from the library? What about all the books that I have? What about all the merch that I have? Like, do I give it away? Do I throw in the trash? Like, do I unfollow them on social media? There's so many things that you can do to kind of take away your support of someone. And I am not the type of person that will take my support away instantaneously. I want to see if you're actually able to take that valid criticism, get through the knee-jerk reaction of defending it, and actually coming back to the table with something that's like not bullshit. That's how I feel. So like this next book on this list, really, I had egg on my face. It's actually embarrassing. So Eleanor and Park. Rainbow Rowell, I don't know if that's how you say her last name, but she really had me looking like a fool in the streets. I told everyone and their mom how good Eleanor and Park was. I raved about it. Oh, Eleanor and Park is so good. When I first read it, I cried. Such a beautiful interracial relationship. It wasn't until I started seeing criticisms from the Asian community that I was able to understand the problem. And that's normal. That's to be expected. I'm not Asian. I'm not going to look at this book through the lens of an Asian person. But that is also why when an Asian person comes to me and says, hey, this story is actually really fucked up and really harmful and really stereotypical about Asian people, I'm going to listen to that and I'm going to take it in. And that's why I don't support Rainbow Rowell anymore, because she was faced with all of this valid criticism and did nothing about it. She didn't address it. I don't think she's going to put out a sequel to this book where there's a recognition of the fact that she wrote Park in just like a really fucked up way. Like, I just don't think there's going to be any sort of growth in that way. I mean, she's making it into like a movie. I'm sure Scarlett Johansson will be cast as Park in a wig. I'm over it. Like, I get it. You want to defend what you put all of your work into. Writing stories are not easy. They're not easy. But do your research. Do your homework. If you are an author and you're writing about a race that's not yours, a sexual orientation that's not yours, a religion that's not yours, like, do your research. Don't just like put something on the page and be like, there we go, New York Times bestseller. Like, no, do your work. And it really frustrates me because I feel like these people are just they're just not used to being told that they're wrong. And I know this is going to be a real fiery take, and I'm not trying to take it here, but I think that there is a subconscious part where people are like, how dare you tell me that I need to change this? Like, you're a Black person. How dare you tell me that I'm doing something wrong? Like, I feel that undercurrent sometimes. It makes me want to just like scrap. Kidding, I really can't fight. I cannot fight. So, no scraps. But that's just how I feel. Like, come on. We're telling you this because we give a shit and we don't want you to keep embarrassing yourself. If you want our coins, then do our characters justice. Don't just say, her skin was as black as onyx, and then just make her a stereotypical caricature of a Black person. I'm not going to support that. So just like to round out this list, and this one hurts, I'm actually wearing my Valeris sweatshirt. We're Slow to Cow. Because, I'm obsessed with Reasoned, who I just found out that's how you pronounce his name last week. So guess I'm not that much in love with him. But Sarah J. Maas, I really, really love her stuff. I really love her stuff. And when I started promoting her on my Instagram, I got a lot of people, like white people, that were like, she's not diverse at all, sis. Like, you can do better. And this just shows how low the bar is for me when it comes to fantasy. The bar is in hell when it comes to fantasy and diversity. Because I grew up with things like Lord of the Rings, where the only Black people were like the orcs. Or like Star Wars and their shitty fandom, where anytime there's someone that's not white is cast in the movie, they literally freak out and call to cancel it. So like, I'm not really expecting a lot of diversity. I actually saw this like really heartbreaking statement, heartbreaking in the fact that it's just so true, where someone said, white people don't put people of color in their fantasy because we're not in their fantasy worlds. They don't create worlds in their head and think, there should be Black people here. Like, they don't, because they really want us in real life. They're not going to put us in their fictional worlds with elves. So I totally just felt really sad about the feedback with Sarah J. Maas, because they brought up Nehemia in the Throne of Glass series. And please, someone else tells me that Throne of Glass is better than A Court of Thorns and Roses, I'm gonna fight you, because I do not think that's true, and everyone tells me that, and it makes me so annoyed. But anyway, I digress. I won't get on that soapbox. But Nehemia, when I first started reading Throne of Glass, I'm like, wow, like this is a Black character, and she's super beautiful and powerful and intelligent. And then they just kill her off. And they kill her off as like a sacrificial lamb for the white protagonist to realize that like she's in danger. Like there's no reason for her to have died. It was literally to propel the white protagonist storyline further. You mean to tell me, Sarah, you killed off the only Black person in that book for that? The bar is in hell. And so I think that a lot of us are just tired. We're so tired. And I do understand that knee-jerk reaction, that when you're met with criticism about something that you've created, you get defensive, and I get it. But you need to move past that, because that's the only way we're going to get better as an artist, as an author. That's the only way. Otherwise, you're just going to be stagnant and keep putting out garbage, and that's not cute. It's not cute, and it's not helpful to anyone involved. So I'm just kind of annoyed. I'm annoyed that everyone's talking about cancel culture. I'm annoyed that everyone's like talking about bullying as if holding someone accountable is bullying. It's not. It's just called accountability. Get used to it. So yeah, I know this was definitely like a rant, but I just want everything to be like fine and happy, and you know, I want to come to Bookstagram and BookTube and like enjoy and not have to deal with like white authors freaking out because someone didn't like the fact that they like named their black character Jamal and made him like eat chicken as his superpower. Like, no one's gonna like it. No one's gonna like it. Why would we? Change it. Just change it. If you're not gonna do your due diligence before, if you're not gonna know that was offensive because you lived on a rock for the past 400 years, fine. But do your homework and then change it when you're confronted with the fact that no one likes the character Jamal. He's racist. So yes, that's all I have to say about this. I was actually going to do a completely different video about the books I read in quarantine because I had COVID last week. My husband and I both got COVID on my birthday. So I was going to do that. I'll probably do it like a few days from now. But like I said, I just got on Bookstagram this morning. And it was just a whole dumpster fire of garbage. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy your Sunday. I hope that it's filled with reads from unproblematic authors. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.